For some reason, you're not allowed to like the Mission Impossible movies, or at least that's what the idiots on the internet would have you believe, and you know who I'm talking about. They're the people that will masturbate furiously when you start talking about Citizen Kane, even though they've never damn seen it to begin with. A quick aside too, like what you like and hate what you hate, but don't crap all over someone's party or their parade. If you do that literally, you're definitely going to jail. Anyway, recently Mission Impossible Fallout did come out, and I'm going to be honest with you, I love all those movies, especially because their progression has been so weird. The first one was like some dark, twisted thriller, and then from there, the people behind it just went, nah, forget about that. They threw it all out the window and just made these daft, popcorn-loving summer action films. It wasn't until Ghost Protocol in 2011, which was 5 years after Mission Impossible 3, until the series decided to head in this direction like it was some kind of aggressive bull. Realising that dumb action movies needed to be thrown back onto the big screen, Tom Cruise took centre stage as he had done for the rest of them, but this time he was doing his own stunts and just making something that was meant to be enjoyed. Don't overthink it, don't worry about the little things, just have fun. This is exactly what Fallout does as well, and maybe, just maybe, does it better than every other iteration so far, especially when we start talking about those action scenes. Now straight away, loads of people just roll their eyes, because they're those guys, and they have those eyes. But not only do you get a badass car chase scene, but you also get a chase scene in 2 helicopters. And you know the rule, you know how it works. If an action movie has a helicopter chase scene, it instantly goes to the top of the list. Then there's also an absolutely brilliant fight scene in a toilet at a party. And I know that sounds weird, but you'll understand when you see it, because here, Tom Cruise and Henry Cavill get their asses whipped by a potential terrorist who they think, we can take this guy, but they can't, and he goes crazy on him. He makes our 2 heroes look like jokes. It's excellent. As Mr. Cavill has just come up, I think he deserves some praise too. Before I saw Mission Impossible Fallout, I read and heard a lot of stuff saying he was the worst part about a movie, and that really, he absolutely sucked. But I disagree. He's not going to win any Oscars for this, but his role as Agent Walker, it ticks all the boxes, and mostly he's there to look like he could take everybody out. And throughout the entirety of the movie, you completely believe that if he wanted to, he could take anybody out. Plus, his development is basically what fuels the entire plot of the movie, and he's got a moustache. And once again, you know the rule, if somebody's got a moustache, we've got to give it praise. And after all, do you have a moustache? No, you do not. And if you do have a moustache, it's not Henry Cavill's moustache, and you definitely don't have that. This is true for the whole cast as well. I don't mean they all have facial hair, they have moustaches. I mean, they all work to the point we get that Hollywood cheesy camaraderie thing where they all come across as friends. And you know you secretly love it, because we all do. When it's done well, it feels good. Ving Rhames is fun, Simon Pegg is a laugh, Rebecca Ferguson is probably actually the best thing about the movie and kind of acts as a parallel to Ethan Hunt. You like the good guys and you hate the bad guys, and while in this kind of movie that's actually quite easy to achieve, it still gets it right, and therefore it deserves some praise. Praise, pwah. Mission Impossible Fallout. Tom Cruise is the gel that holds all this together as well, taking Ethan Hunt and basically making him some kind of superhero. Don't get me wrong, a lot of what he does, a lot of what he's able to do is absolute nonsense, but Mission Impossible knows that and it embraces it, and as soon as the movie does that, you can do it too, because it's not trying to hide this from you, it's telling you, yeah, ain't this dumb, but don't we all like dumb? And we do. Take the plot for example. While it does have a few surprises and shocks which will definitely keep you invested, it is exactly the same as the last 2 movies. But clearly, everybody knows this. They just thought it worked before, and they thought they could make it work again, and they were successful. There's also enough stuff here to keep you guessing and to make it feel fresh, so it's a roller coaster cinema ride. Yeah, done right. This isn't going to change anybody's opinions if you're not already into this, but I tell you this, it was a 2.5-hour movie, and by the time it was done, I had no clue it went on for that long, because I enjoyed it that much. And you're going to have to suspend your disbelief, and a lot of the narrative will make your eyebrow raise. For example, at one point, Agent Walker is in a place that we're already told only a few people could get in there with a special band, but he gets in there anyway. But you don't worry about that, because soon Tom Cruise is going to be zooming away from the French police on a motorbike, and you'll just be screaming, yeah. Fallout also does a very good job in balancing stories that it's taken from the old movies without completely alienating new viewers too. There's no way 100% of the audience is going to be completely aware about the relationship between Tom Cruise and his former wife, or how Simon Pegg fits into proceedings, but it effortlessly blurs these lines so everything makes sense. There is still a little bit of head scratching, because within the first 30 minutes of Mission Impossible Fallout, the movie just decides to chuck a bunch of information at you that when you process you go, wait a minute, that doesn't add up. But then awesome, just awesome, a proper blockbuster movie with a proper Hollywood action star. Review scores are stupid as you know, but we will give this 67 out of 67, which I think is a pretty damn good review for Mission Impossible Fallout. That's how much I liked it. If you are privy to a bit of Tom Cruise up on the big screen, go and watch it, and I bet you'll be amazed. Amazed! amazing film within the context of what it's meant to be. Now, don't forget, all of these videos are supported by patreon.com/Simon316. Link below. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you soon.